I have a couple of things on my mind at the moment, and I guess, I guess finishing my lunch is one of them, but also, my, if, if we get enough people, I guess we might play Gartic Phone, and that's a nice thing to do. I mean, we did it last week, but, okay, there we go, that's plugged in. We did Gartic Phone last week, but also, okay, wait, it's cracking me up how fast that gets like hijacked or something. Also, how's the volume on these vertical things? Because I mean the volume's supposed to be okay. And you know what? There is in fact a thematic sort of a meat here. It's just it's some chicken. I'm having some vegetables, having some macaroni. Has it been like a couple of streams in a row now where I was just sort of craving macaroni in particular? The yeah, the fellow. Yeah, I I always wonder when there's like a little lateness when I'm like, huh, has an era come to an end? Is this gonna be it? That's what I wonder. But hey, hello, what's on your mind? I am I'm I keep figuring out how to talk to people, and I should really take better notes about that because I don't know. There's like less leeway for all of the pauses that I do naturally in a real conversation. Either that or more leeway and I'm overthinking it. But hello, what's new with you in this past week? Okay, let's get a couple of bites in and then I'm setting up a drawing tablet. I'm the savior of your night shift jobs. Thanks for the my god. My god, here we are. And I'm in your workplace right now. How about it? I'm knocking on the screen. Hello. ah, I is is boring work then, or it's a lot of stuff. I'm being asked if I'm Canadian. Unfortunately, no. I mean, my family's always wanted to be Canadian. You're studying a lot for your exams. Oh my gosh, ski brother. Wait, okay, Canadian versus Asian. I was surprised that a lot of Canadians are Chinese. I think I found that out when I was reading was that the Heroes of Olympus Rick Riordan books. Hello to Mexican. Hello to you. There's no details at all, just Asian. Sure. Sure. One has asked for like the brand name before, has asked for like the specifics, but maybe it's a little bit better to have things a little bit mysterious. There's some hi and then some Ray. Hello to you, Sucker Champ. Answer a question correctly, get a first. Hello? Oh, a gift. That was a typo for gift. I mean, I've already got more things than I know what to do with, and less questions, less answers than I would want. A room tour. Hello, Genie Roomy Mystery. Wait, mystery is like tactile. Is your whole name a ship name? Is wait, okay. There's okay. We use auction for that. Here's how are you? You're asking should you do homework? I have a bunch of homework due in the next was it 12 hours? Less than 12 hours at this point. So I'm gonna fill you with the strength that I currently don't have. So maybe, there's okay. Magdala sniping some people. I'm hoping it's like still a little bit relaxing or at least joyful on your night shift job, Magdala. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to put you into overtime kind of things. Looks like I missed a few things. There's would you rather fight Jason Voorhees or Michael Myers? I one of these had like a problem with it had like some kind of puritanical mindset. Was that one Jason? Then would I rather fight Michael Myers? It's I would need to know their power sets and then my power set. There's Pink Ranger saying you seem like a really chill person. I tried to be chill. They're saying what's the second planet? It's Venus, isn't it? Please? I like remembering planets. I like knowing stuff. Do they still teach planets in the schools these days? Anyway, I'm trying to get a couple of bites in, and then we're gonna set up to draw all together. I think there's there's some popularity going on. Hello to you, Mick. Hello with the saying hi to everyone, and hi to Cringe Bunny. That's a fun kind of a name. Sup, Pocahontas? If I still had the long hair, which I now have in a jar, then this would make more sense to me. There's, are you, are you measuring the progress? Okay, there's Mateo saying hello, hello to you, Mateo. Someone comes by these streams being named Mateo, but in a different way, and is always drawing some really excellent cartoons and then animations also. But this would be a different sort of thing. Oh, you see in the Owl House profile picture, that's some good stuff. Hello to Wolf Girl. Owl House profile, who's your favorite character? Definitely Rain Whispers. Definitely Rain Whispers. There's okay, you're explaining the power sets of horror characters to me that Jason is 11 years old in an adult body. He's the white of a tank. He has the strength of 30 men and he can smell sounds. But you can already hear sounds. Why do you need to smell sounds too? Well, I don't understand any of that, so that's pretty frightening, I will say. Smell sounds. How do I fight somebody who smells sounds? By being quiet? Can he smell smells too? Because I have an issue with that. Oh my gosh. Okay, there's Mateo asking, do you know SpongeBob? I actually wasn't allowed to watch SpongeBob growing up. Let's set up this drawing tablet type thing. However, some of the dearest people in my life like SpongeBob a lot, and so I'm on the lookout for like gifts and posters for that reason. There's Magdala saying my envy rain is the best I could get it. Hello to Labubu lover. Do you like my name and can you please say it? Well, I don't know if this is a good habit or not, but I try to read the whole chat, and so that I end up reading everyone's names before I realize whether they're good to say or not. So that that's a dangerous thing to admit, I suppose. Anyway, hello to the Boo Boo cover. I like how Labubu sounds like a thing that Jabba the Hutt would say. Is that the good reaction? There's Mateo saying, why couldn't you watch SpongeBob? Oh, because I was like obeying my mama. Wait, this was an option the whole time? Wait, I didn't know the gifts did this. Oh my gosh. There's. Okay, there's a little bit of stuff going on. Ah, okay, there's Pink Ranger saying, the question, I can't hear anything, is too dark in here. That's, well, oh my gosh, that's funny. There's Magdala saying, hello everyone, respectful, just a reminder, be respectful towards each other, and the others in the chat. I'm so sorry, Magdala, I'm causing you to work two jobs right now. It was, whoa, that was not my intention. We're having the best day. I think I will have the best day. That was a silly little thing to happen, and I had no idea that could happen. So you know what? I'll have a good day now. You're asking what am I eating? So what I'm eating, I heated up some cup macaroni and then some vegetables, and lately I've been trying to eat one entire bag of vegetables at the same time so that I can be very healthy because I haven't felt very healthy. There's Cookie Monster or Conscious Cookie Monster saying you got a relaxing voice. Thanks. I I hope so. It's not on purpose, but I hope something good comes out of it. And Kevin, the insane cat saying Michael Myers, he walk but catches up to you though. He's just a normal guy who can't die. See, that's outside of my definition of a normal guy usually. Thanks to Kai for the gift. And what is this Michael Myers explanation? He's okay. You can set him on fire. He will die, but he'll come back and remember you. Well, what if you do something nice to him? What if you give him a gift card to Chili's? Does he still remember you for that? That's something nice. Okay, there's fighting for a number one position. There's why you talk like a teenager. Now, what am I supposed to talk like? And also, I'm not sure. I don't know. I met a 31-year-old the other day who was saying like 6'7" to me. So I this is a valuable interaction that I treasure, but also I I don't know. I'm sensitive to brain rot sometimes. I guess I am sensitive to brain rot. Okay, there's literally no one in 5 kilometers to this place. I'm being encouraged to add a Q&A sticker. Huh. Okay, so I've gotten this up, and I guess I should ask in the Discord. Do we want to do the Gartic phone animating together? Okay, wait. I still have like a couple of things to set up here, like a thumbnail and a everything. There's now you want chilies. Perfect. There's Yuna asking, "How old are you?" Ah, I'm very old. I turned um oh no, I almost mixed up my words. I almost made myself even older than I am. I almost said that that I turned 30. I turned 26, which rounds up to 30, which is why that's in my head. Um yeah, I have no idea how to be 26. You know how to be your age? There's a 14, 13 Ben showing up. Hello. And and some people asking for a bed. I don't know. Wait, what? I feel like the current state of anything going on with me has been alright. Okay, so I'm looking for thumbnails. There's where are you from? From United States, from Burger Town. Oh, that's actually this is one of the most American things you can eat probably. A macaroni and a cheese. Alright. Um okay, so I'm thinking about thumbnail things for the stream since I'm in here already. There's oh okay, wait, you're asking the mod. Oh okay. We're kind of international up in here. A little bit of the Mr. Worldwide up in here. You're asking, is the food good? And you look like you're from Korea. I got to visit Korea for a second, and I don't know if it was just the airport that makes a sample size, but it felt like everyone there was really hot and had a skincare routine. I have visible acne up in here. There's no, I don't know, miracle products happening. I Everyone seemed really hot. Okay, there's okay things to explain. You love your coffee, nice, and they're basically saying they want to ban you. Think you need a timeout. There's asking for a bite, but your name is that spicy burrito, and so is it going to become, I don't know, part of the burrito? Is whatever I have on this plate becoming part of the burrito? I put a little paprika on my macaroni and cheese because I think that that's a tasty way to have it. But I don't know. I don't know if this is insane or undesirable. Oh, okay, a little bit like that. You know, I should clarify that I mean insane or undesirable to other people because when I have a bite of that, I'm like, yum, that's pretty freaking tasty. Okay. Oh, I can put images from the last thing that we drew up in here and fix my settings probably. So, you're saying that it. Okay, you're saying you're from Korea, and what do you mean by how? I mean, symmetrical face, clear skin, shiny hair, good fashion. A lot of other things aside from that are hot, but this was going on a lot just in the airport in Korea when I was there for layover. Layover was like a day though. So things do become a part of the burrito, and the questions are not understood. And then there's twins happening, and then Magdala's like, "I need to be number one." You know what needs to happen right by. wait. We're gonna have a separate stream. We're gonna have a secondary stream, and you're gonna be the number one because none of these people bless you for talking, for showing up, but nobody here is gonna know how to find that stream. Okay, so I thought you liked the people. Well, I mean, I suppose I like their looks, but I guess I think of hotness in a societal kind of way. Like, would this go on a social media post or an advertisement? Cause Cause I feel like what you find appealing as a person is like totally different from all of that. There's asking, do you like girls? I have girlfriend. Um, so I have been known to occasionally, likes everyone parasocially. And hello to Lake Bath. That's a that's a fun kind of a username. You asking what's going on today? I'm having some macaroni and cheese with paprika on it. While setting up for another stream that only certain people will know how to find. Mm-hmm. You're asking what's my gender? Well, um, I answer in terms of like the pronouns with the she, her, and the they, them. One thing that's funny to me about marking down your pronouns on YouTube is that you can make that visible to subscribers only. Like, hey, give a little bit of closeness before you can find out anything about me. What? That's that's funny to me. I don't think that I've made anyone else laugh about that yet. But oh wow, we drew a lot in the last Cartic phone. Okay, there's what's up, herpes professor? Oh my god. Ah. That's one hell of a way to start a conversation. All right, what's in that pants, dear streamer? Oh yeah, I guess I could have had more of a answer. Told my family to subscribe. Well, thanks. Oh, I sometimes when I tell my mom about my YouTube channel or something, she also tells my family to subscribe. But then I'm putting like a bunch of random stuff on here on this channel, so I'm self-conscious. I'm embarrassed. Okay, should I put last Friday's Winnie the Pooh dummy thick in the swimwear as a thumbnail? Okay, wait. I'm actually kind of saying this out loud and realizing that maybe, although it's artwork and although this community right here all came together to draw this, maybe that's not what I want. There's Peter Bridges saying you are super cool. Mateo asking, can I tell a joke? Yeah. You're asking, can I speak Korean? There's Greg asking about the thumbnail. Hi, Greg. Um, yeah, I'm bored for Gartic Phone if we get this set up. There's Pink Ranger saying, don't be embarrassed about making videos. You know what? I'll try to take that to heart. And you're asking why the chicken crossed the road. Alright, why did the chicken cross the road? Is this gonna be something I never heard before? I can't wait. Okay, there's Yuna asking, can you speak Korean? I just ended my 1,000 day Duolingo streak, which I mean it doesn't really mean anything, but it was for Korean. I don't know if I retained any of the sentences, which you should after 1,000 days. Um Annyeonghaseyo, I freaking guess. I don't know. Then there's okay, we're having a bite, we're making a thumbnail. I could put the little dinosaur in the thumbnail. That was a good one. Oh, I could sort of crop what's going on with last week's Pooh Bear to the thumbnail. Okay, this is creativity. This is stuff. Okay, there's things held for the Peter Bridges is trying to turn the chicken joke into an immigration one. There's Pink Ranger saying the chicken crossed the road because it was ready to go to the other side. It's actually a dark humor joke. All right, I could see that for dark humor to get to the other side. And Mateo putting us home with the classic. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. You know what? I've heard maybe enough subversions, and maybe I appreciate the classic. It's right where you want it to be. It's right where you expect it to be. Okay, so let's copy a couple of images. I'm using my expertise up in here, and Isaiah is coming in here to say God bless your day. I as I feel like maybe I've known one person named Isaiah before, and this is trying to make me remember if I have. But hey, thanks. There's Yuna saying you are so beautiful. Thanks for the compliment, but it's probably because I have a great big lamp on me, and and that's having like maybe a filtering effect. Wow. Mm, here's normal lighting, and here's my big lamp. Okay, so here we have things being pasted in here. No, I did not want to do it like that. And we try again. And what's going on? You're asking me which came first, the chicken or the egg? I think science solved that one, didn't it? Chicken or the egg? I Was it the egg? I want it to be the egg now. Okay, let's make this image of caked up Winnie the Pooh bear a little bit larger because I know how to make YouTube thumbnails, and that's what's gonna work here. um just sort of stacking some things on top of each other. Some messages get held for review. What are we? No wonder that got held for review. Whoa! Oh no! Oh, I guess that's the risk of having a little bit of food on a little bit of a live stream. I could see whatever you type in while I'm eating. It's an option. It's an option. Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. You're asking if this is live from China. What time is it in China? Huh. There's Magdalena saying the power of a mod is great avocado must be. Well, as long as they're as long as it's not like stressful or something. The tail head asks, how much money does a skunk have? Okay, how much money does a skunk have? Because I cannot guess. There's Greg saying the chicken-looking dinosaur laid the egg that hatched the chicken, I think. And so the first family line of that whole chicken and egg situation would have had one little, I don't know, mother type being like, whoa, my kid is really freaky looking, and not knowing that that's a chicken. It's just your weird baby. All right. Da-da-da. Pink Ranger saying, have you ever watched Amphibia? It's similar style to the Owl House. I got a lot of spoilers for Amphibia, but I mean, it seems high quality. I actually have not seen it though. It's high quality and finished, right? There's Una saying, what do you do for a living? I it's been like a long time, but I'm like in college and living with my parents, honestly. There's short streams, and you're saying it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Only 1 cent, and that's how much money a skunk has. That's good. Okay, I'm gonna remember that one. I'm gonna remember that one. That's a little more advanced than the chicken crossing the road, huh? There's you, the little kid on Indiana Jones, the Chinese kid. Ah, short round. I'm being accused of being short round. I I mean that was played by the guy from Everywhere, Everyone Everywhere All at Once. Wait, no, that's the Everything Everywhere All at Once. Um, what is his name like? Key. Let's look. Key. Wait. Wait. Okay, I remember the spelling. I remember the spelling of that actor's name because I like had a little bit of a crush on him for a while, but I don't know. Short Round is such a funny name to me because I kept playing all of the Lego Indiana Jones things. You remind me of Jackie Chan. Well, I sure hope I don't disown my child like Jackie Chan. Anyway, so we're scrolling on, scrolling on. There's a lot of stereotypes in this crap. I mean, I mean, I haven't have I mentioned like the exact number of years that I like wasn't exactly out of the house or in society to you specifically, Macdella, right? So like it's like 14 years. So like the experiences that people have from like being pressed up against each other in like a city or something, where one may get like catcalled or stereotyped or any of it. it's like I haven't experienced any of that, right? There's Pink Ranger with the compliments. Thanks. It hits my heart, you know. Okay. There's like there's asking, am I a tomboy? I have been mistaken for a guy by my relatives, but it's maybe because they were also expecting my brother, and then we were like seeing them for the first time. Okay, so there's Mateo saying, "Do you hear about the walnut at the cashew party?" But I have not heard about that. But from your last couple of jokes, I want to hear about that. I like you. I like you. You're my favorite here, Mateo. There. There's Azabeth Phoenix saying, "Hi there. Can I have your social security number?" So so no. But also, um, apparently if you're like meeting people for the first time, and then you like ask for ID, um, more people than you would think, if you're like gonna meet them in person, they do actually give like driver's license and passport. This is an oddly specific thing to know. You're saying please on the social security, and then you're saying that the cashew party was nuts. I imagine it was at the when there's a when there's a walnut at the cashew part. I thought it was gonna be like something based around the syllables or something. Okay, there's and you don't have a social security number. There's you say the people are jealous that your face can pull both genders. I really wanna make an outfit that's like half a suit and tie and then half a dress, because I feel like that would go really hard in photo opportunities, but I don't know how to sew yet, so I guess that's a what if one day I get to sew. You're asking if I have turrets? That's an oddly specific question. Is that another name for rooks in chess? I'm wondering. There's live chat security services saying, wait, our security team has detected a snack break in progress. Wait, this is a friendly reminder that all snacks are welcome, but please don't make the loud crunching noises during important parts of the stream. I mean, I don't think I have anything too crunchy up on here. I have some vegetables, but nothing too crunchy. You're saying you just missed out on $1 million. You have to be more smooth than that. As in the Phoenix, you have to be. There's Eman Castle saying, I want some chicken and rice, no joke. I used to have that more often, but much to my father's dismay, I'm having like less rice lately. AI be looking a little crazy these days, but if you had capitalized the I, then it would have looked like L, and then it could have been like Al, like Weird Al Yankovic, which is my favorite way to read posts about AI. Alright, so, Luce's outfit from Graf. Well, okay, kind of, but like split right down the middle like Two-Face. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Okay, there's Mateo, and I've skipped out on so many messages now. You're saying, why did the whale blush? I want to know, why did the whale blush? Why did it blush? And you're saying that your mummy used to make you stuffed catfish. Oh my gosh, you have a Shrek profile picture. I I was meeting a friend for like in-person drawing club, but like we went to the park because the library was closed, and then out of nowhere this friend compared themselves to Shrek, and and it was a really heartfelt and meaningful and emotional conversation, but I did lose it laughing a little bit because you don't expect someone to compare themselves to Shrek. No, you're number three. I've got to reset the stream pretty darn soon to save your position, haven't I, Magdala? Don't spend a cent. We're coming in. We're saving you. Oh, there's some encouragements to stop being stupid, and costume ideas, and Roman King coming over here with the compliments. I think I have a normal eyeball, but thank you very much nevertheless. Alright, so we are creating a thumbnail for the actual stream, although it's now been a half an hour. It's now been a half an hour. Glad you stopped by, and the whale blushed because it saw the ocean's bottom. Okay. Okay. Oh, this is so adorable. Mateo, where are you getting these things from? I wish I had that much, I don't know, capacity to make people smile. I keep trying to collect various memes, right? To try to make people smile, and then I don't know, collect them all on my phone and stuff. But also but also it's so easy to run out of stuff, or like send too many at once. I don't know. It's an art. It's an art, is what I'm saying. There's McDella saying, "Joe Philip, only 8 people." The skull emoji, fire emoji, dead rose. Okay, the dead rose one actually, when that started like trending and stuff, that kind of took me out. Honestly, I like the meaning of it was pretty evident, but I didn't expect that to be as much of a thing as it was. Okay, there's. Dang, I should really learn how to pronounce Cyrillic letters, but hello to you with some XXX's on the other side of your name. Thanks for the thanks for the compliments. I'm wishing you a good day. I'm popular amongst the commenters. There's Pink Ranger saying, "You know in SpongeBob the town is called Bikini Bottom. I find that kind of sus now that I'm older." I think that maybe that's one of the reasons why SpongeBob was successful. Not just the town name, but I don't know, a propensity to put the adult jokes in the animation and stuff, and so it was like a all ages kind of production. Okay, so I'm looking at the thumbnail I've made. It's extremely questionable. There's some. Oh, okay. You're named after a Serbian artist, Miro Semberak. I I can't tell if my first instinct in pronouncing that was correct, but I mean, that's all you can do is try things. Okay. So I've well as we've been talking, I've made this, and I think that's a good thumbnail for the stream that we could be doing for regulars of this channel. And I'm feeling an emotion about that, and that's what art is supposed to do. It's supposed to make you feel something. There's Mateo saying, "I once read a book about glue, couldn't pick it up." That one's short. That one's concise. That one's very to the point. All right. There's Eman Castlewall saying, "When I first heard that SpongeBob was looking for Bodhi, I was like, OMG, you know, you know." I wait. Have any of you like seen SpongeBob the musical? I think I had the opportunity to. Okay, this is kind of off topic, but kind of on topic. I think I had the opportunity to see SpongeBob the musical, not with the not with the dude that I don't know was with Ariana Grande for a second. Not that guy. It was like the touring sort of thing. There's talk of memes. There's Magdala saying it isn't here to be a great thumbnail present. Joe's so sad. You're saying the good little dinosaur, and you're saying Goku stole my Nutella. That's definitely a sentence you can say. I mean, can you even be mad at Goku? Because the whole definition of that entire character is that it's more powerful than any of you. So if someone's that much stronger than me and has also stolen from me, diplomatically, I think we call that a gift. Diplomatically, I think that might be a gift. Unfortunately, there's Mateo saying, "What do you call a shoe made out of banana? An issue?" But that's not really that's not really a banana themed pun. I don't know what do I call a shoe made out of banana. I there's McDonald's like, "Have you had the chance to get caught up with Has Been with your friend? I have not been proactive enough about hanging out with my friend. Um we're like trying to get to a a drive-in movie, but I the drive-in movie is not the more specific question or request, which is like, hey, one of us has to clear out our living room so the moms that we live with, which are our moms, don't get mad, and then we can have like one extreme season binge of the entire Has Been Hotel kind of thing." You're saying, "Well, you do have a lot of homework, so maybe not." Well, I mean, it's due tonight. At least the homework is due tonight, then a little bit on Sunday. So if I see my friend on Saturday, then we're good, I think. And then there's talk of being artistic. I hope so. And then Mateo says that a shoe made out of banana is a slipper. Okay, that's pretty good. There's okay. You're saying that when you were using cocaine, it felt like it could beat up Superman. I keep having met people who have done a little bit of cocaine. You're talking about s'mores using Nutella. Ooh, ooh. Okay, that's the appeal of a drive-in movie, right? You can bring any snacks that you want too. And so I'm strategizing. I'm like, I'm gonna bring a full course meal into this car. Full course meal into this car. Okay. There's talk of Canadians. No Canadians here. If only Nico was here. And we're asking again if I'm Korean. It's because of the. It's. I'm doing a hairstyle that's a little bit popular in Korea. Am I? But I don't know. They honestly they take better care of their hair in Korea. This is fresh out of the shower and I have no conditioner. Although I'm looking into what good hair is like made out of and stuff, like moisturizing, leave-in conditioner. There's a whole process every time I figure out how people look good on purpose so that it's under their control and you never have an off day or something. There's so much detail that goes into it. It's frankly impossible not to be a tomboy or something because everything else takes a buttload of effort, frankly. There's Greg saying you can take anything to the movies if your jacket is big enough. I have taken to the normal movies a bunch of like this much grapes, this much strawberries, this much steak. This was different occasions. Is one after the other. There's thanks for a compliment. You're saying good hair is hair that's still growing. I have some bad hair in my closet. Um, okay, I'm going to. Yeah, I'm opening up a Gartic phone so that there's the possibility of playing. But then if there's not the possibility of playing, if we don't got enough people around, then that's gonna be alright as well. But either way, we're gonna have a fun time. We're gonna name this other stream something appealing. There's Mateo saying, I asked the lemon what he wanted for dinner and he just gave me a sour look. I I keep meeting people who are kind of 11. Okay, wait, no, I get that. I get the joke, but I also keep meeting people who don't want to decide what to eat for dinner. It's a burden. It's an incredible burden. Okay, we're having Garticking my phone, sort of a title. I've misspelled that, but if anyone was going to show up to that, they're not gonna mind. Maybe we're gonna keep the misspelling. There's Greg saying I once took an entire roast pig with an apple in its mouth. If we, if I actually do get this thing set up, that's gonna be the theme of the first whatever it is that we're making. I see. If I wanted to take the entire roast pig, then I would take it into the drive-in movie. And then, but then if it's too large, are they gonna think that the roast pig is another person and they're gonna charge me an extra person for that? It's it's kind of thing. Okay, call it the stream for dank memes for depressed teens. You know what? I do take suggestions, honestly. I do take suggestions. We'll go back into this. We'll have all of this. You're saying, can you be my sister? I've uh, I've only been a sister to one other person, so maybe that's a very small sample size. So I don't know how it would go, but how about a 1 month free trial of being a sister? Okay, the stream for depressed teens. Wait, okay, for dank memes. Okay, the dank memes part is first. Dark. I can't spell anything. The stream for da. Stream for da. Alright. There's having no teens here. Any teens are here. There's some bi. The Pink Ranger is being 22. You're being 6'7", are you now? And knock knock. Who is there, Mateo? Who's there, Mateo? You're being 29. Oh dang. Oh dang. I've put myself into the younger sister position without even knowing it. I mean, I was kind of hoping that that's the age range of my channel. People in their 20s who are still figuring stuff out. That was my hope. But I I mean it's the internet, so everybody is showing up. There's there's Magdala with some see you laters. There's Magdala being freshly not a teen. Hey, I have my old person advice for you. Enjoy it while it lasts. Okay, stream for dang memes for let's put fresh fresh beans, but because the person who suggested this title has already left, because although you can be a depressed teen, I'm ah, it wears off. It wears off, I want to say. Now, okay, there's a more insightful thing to say about being a depressed teen. There's Pink Ranger saying I subscribe. You're helping my demographics over here. This is being a very intentional channel for 20 somethings just sort of vibing for a second while figuring life out. Okay, do I have one link and the other sort of thing? Because every single time I put one of these over here. Okay, I think I'm finally basically set up. Everything takes longer when I try to do it while having a little chat. But that's how it goes, I guess. Okay, we're gonna scribble. Dare I say we're gonna doodle. Dare I say we're gonna bungle. There's Magdala saying, Cheryl, if you tolerate the creep here or there, you can gain subscribers on the short streams. See, I'm I, I can't tell if my tolerance is like in the right place for bizarre things happening on the streams. There's Eunice, you are so fun. Thanks, good to see you. There's like oh my gosh, wait, you were looking out for the Discord notifications. Oh my gosh, oh the meaty one. Hello, you're here, and I'm putting together the joke. Mateo had said knock knock, wire. Okay, wire who? I'm so sorry. This is 1 million sort of ways to be distracted. I'm gonna figure out how good. Okay, this microphone is still not connected. We're still in a makeshift, weird sort of little way. And you're saying you're extremely insulted. Oh, I thought the notifications for these short streams like went out more or something. Okay, we're gonna put this camera like a little bit closer and set up the various things. We need the chat visible on a proper stream. There's, oh, your joke was, why are you so cute? Knock knock, who's there? Why are you so cute? That's adorable. That's adorable. I'm glad that this is on recording because I need to have all of these written down for later. If you happen to see the comments on this one, if you could like leave those as a comment, then I would really appreciate that. But if not, then I will be going through specifically to find the jokes you've shared, because that's some good stuff right there. That's a high quality. There. Okay, one setting is over here, and I cannot tell if I'm about to be accused of being very late, but I started on exactly the time when I said that I would, but it was like in a weird scenario. So there's Kai who has also arrived. I put the link for a normal type of stream. We're going into normal towns. Oh, they should let Angela say that Grandma got run over by a reindeer. That's the thing that should happen. Oh my gosh, there's accusations of being a crackhead. I I met somebody who said that the cocaine made them sleepy and they have been peer pressured into trying it, which are very very alarming things to hear from somebody. But if the person appears normal and is also willing to socialize with me, then then I guess it's I'm not gonna like sound any alarms naturally. Okay, so we click on this and then this and okay. Okay, my regular crew, my regular crew, my regular crew. Um, I've the proper stream is called the stream for dank memes for fresh beans, as per suggestion. Or she want to come by for some garlic phone. There's You're asking me, did I like Korea? I had some very delicious food there that I still dream about, honestly. And I think I'm seeing the Puerto Rican flag several times. Mateo is saying, knock knock. Who's there, Mateo? You know what? This is a good conversation. So let's just I'm just gonna like I'm starting the other stream to like see if my settings are in the right place. My lamp certainly isn't in the right place. Um, and then put one final knock knock joke upon us, and we're gonna figure that out. Okay, knock knock, who's there? Spell who? And you're asking me North Korea or South Korea? It was South Korea. Come on, Middle Korea. They have you like heard the suggestion that people want to make, I don't know, East Korea and West Korea? We can come up with like a thing for both of those two. Double stream indeed, Kai. Double stream indeed. Some people just do this naturally, and I have no idea how to manage that setup. Okay, there's a little bit of a high happening. I'm on stream while streaming. I want to hear the last of Mateo's like little joke before we're ending this. Oh my gosh, there's all of this, and I haven't even put one of these hi to collector nugs. You're saying that West Korea is best Korea, but you're from South Korea, and you're putting the Hangul sort of alphabet on me, and I can recognize one word, Hanguki cha. I damn it. I can't recognize enough of the word being there. There's you're saying meaty OBS. Ah, I didn't even finish the food, right? This is simply ridiculous. Simply ridiculous. I do say. Okay. It does Mateo give us the last of a joke in the middle of these things that I cannot read? Eat the okay. I'm being heavily encouraged to eat the food. Of course, yes. It's very delicious. It's very cold, but it's also very delicious. Oh, oh and I okay. If that's it, then I might leave it. I might leave it. Nothing more in the in the realm of a knock knock joke. Then I thank you very much for being here. Wait, you're getting censored over there? What in the hell? What in the hell? Okay, let's let's close this out then. What is going on? What's going? I don't know. I don't know any of this. But thank you very much for showing up to a small stream, because now it's time for the horizontal. Yeah, I believe that's horizontal.